Hey everybody, it's Greg from GregGoes. Thanks for watching the YouTube channel over the years and subscribing and supporting that with comments, likes, and of course a subscription. If you want to know what's going on, put the notification bell on. Up to you if you want to do it. Just want to talk to you. I haven't done, I don't think I've done one of these postings, videos, and I haven't done a long format in quite a while. Long format to me, probably 10 to 15 minutes, no more than 20. It's too much. That's just a really good story, right? So anyways, I'm sitting here in Khao Yai. Currently live in Jamtin or Pattaya, Thailand. I'm retired about 18, 19 months ago here in Thailand. Coming up on 2 years in December. So it's been, I don't know, I want to give you my experiences thus far and give you my 2 cents if I have it about anything. So I moved here, I landed actually, I think it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, can't remember, of 22. And it was just, everybody was opening back up and I was wanting to retire. So I came to Thailand in October of 22, October 1st exactly. And landed on the first day that you can just get stamped in on 30 days after all the situation. Now, fast forward October 2017, land back in Houston, Texas, which was where I lived at the time. And I pretty much immediately resigned that day. And the company I worked for was gracious enough, actually, because I gave them probably something like almost an 8-week notice, 7-week notice, and just being fair, and I was I don't know if I want to say I was a key person, but I was a senior leadership, and I guess maybe a key person to my boss for sure. So I want to give him as much heads up, because you just don't hire somebody for those positions. Sometimes they take up to 3, 4 or 5 months to fill. So I want to give him as big of a long shot as possible. He was very happy. He came back probably a day or two later and said, hey, talk to the powers that be, and we decided you don't really need to stay here if you're retiring, and we appreciate your service to the company and the good work, and we'll just pay you for the next 7 weeks. I was, thank you. No problem, because I had a lot of things to do, getting everything closed down. I was in a 1-bedroom apartment in Houston, had minimal of anything. This is something I've been planning to do, not necessarily Thailand, but somewheres, and I've been looking probably about 4 to 7 years, depends on how hard I was looking, but certainly thinking about it and researching it and visiting places. And anyway, so here I am in Thailand, and 19 months later, I'm living in Pattaya. I have a great girlfriend, Toei. You can watch the videos. I introduce her in some of them. You'll see her. She has a TikTok channel, P Toei. I'll put the link in the description if I end up posting this. And you can find her on TikTok, and she includes me in some of the videos, and she does a lot of live stream, which seems to be popular, and she has a really good following, demographic following, and she does fairly well on TikTok. So I congratulate her, and real proud to be able to sometimes be a part of it. She lets me be part of it, so I really appreciate it. So my experiences in Thailand thus far, there have been frustrating experiences. I think everyone should expect to have that, some sort of level of frustration from just a different culture, a different business environment, and of course, the language. It's extremely difficult when you can't read a language. Like Vietnamese has Latin characters, so once you're able to, you kind of read it and pronounce it. Once you learn some of the basics of the pronunciation and how you pronounce some of the letters, and then the words and then the tones and things like that. You start kind of getting it pretty quick, but the cool thing is once you read it, you can help, not only does it help with retention, also helps recalling. So anyways, in Thailand, it's been pretty much a struggle for me, but I've taken Thai classes, and that has helped me immensely than trying to just power through it with someone random person. I don't speak Thai. I get enough to get what I want, and then sometimes not even enough, speak enough to get what I need. But the reason why I chose Jom 10, Thailand, not Pattaya, but Jom 10, it's really the same city, state, whatever, metropolitan, if you want to call it. So area. So you call it Pattaya, but specifically, I live in Jom 10, Thailand, and the reason why I chose that is because there's an immense amount of expats there. So there's a lot of English writing, English speakers, and the Thai people speak more English because they need to, because it's a tourist area, and a lot of English is spoken there from even from non-English speaking countries. Those citizens generally speak English. So anyways, yeah. Anyway, so it's helped me assimilate. It's helped me assimilate into the culture a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier. And while I take the Thai classes and practice on random individuals. And but now I'm out here in Khao Yai, and that is tough to find. Good English speakers, because they just don't need to speak English out here. Everybody's Thai. There's not very many Westerners out here, or English speakers that need that. So you kind of force probably to pick up Thai a little bit more. I'm in Isaan. It's an Isaan province or area. I'm not great in geography of Thailand, but it's northeast Thailand. So reminds me a good bit of, I would say, Louisiana, subtropical, but I believe it's a tropical. The planting, the foliage is a little bit different. Like we don't have palm trees in Louisiana. Or coconuts and things like that. So, but the weather is similar, the agriculture is similar. So, anyways, it's not that far to see it. Some of the things that you notice is there's not a lot of horses and not a lot of cows, but there's a lot of buffalo and cows. At least out here, I've seen more cows and buffaloes since I've been in Thailand. I saw them one day than I've seen the whole entire time I've been in Thailand. So, anyway, so good interview. I think so. Thus far, what I'm contemplating in future thinking is not to live in Jom 10. I don't think it's healthy for me. It's not constructive for my mental health, or any type of substance abuse that I may choose to do, i.e. beer. But it is a good place because the VFW's there and I'm part of it, and it's a really good brotherhood to be part of that. I found myself kind of lost when I first got to Thailand, pacing the floor, not making a lot of friends. So I joined the VFW and here in Thailand, and yes, there's a VFW in Thailand. There's several. And it's been really healthy for me to get some of that camaraderie and brothership, fellowship, etc. I've been able to participate and serve the VFW and other veterans that have been here in Thailand for decades with the Honor Guard, making sure those veterans are honored and their service is honored to the last breath that they take, and then also assisting with their survivors in benefits or general assistance, or what do they do, or comforting, whatever you can do to help out and serve. And also, I was asked to be junior vice commander of the post. I have no idea what that is. I'm doing it. So I'm learning about it, and I'm able to serve even more capacity veterans more directly. So I enjoy doing that. So it's all that's been very good for me. So, anyways, that's what I've been doing, and really nothing more constructive than that. I've just been enjoying the retirement, enjoying the quiet mental health days that I've been having outside of the workforce. And anyways, outside all that in the workforce that you got to deal with, that everybody goes to the work, when you go to work, what you got to deal with, your coworkers and other people in the public and things like that, So, I tend to overstress about them, I guess, taking things more personally. But that's the way I feel about it. And I'm glad I'm not having to deal with that, especially on a daily basis. So, where am I at right now in Khao Yai? I'm at a resort. They call it a resort. It's not a resort as you would think, like Cozumel. They do have those here in Thailand, but this is more of a tiny home hotel. It's like it's a big property, and you can drive right up to it. And we'll show you. I'll link the videos. I'm not gonna make another video of the place because we're living in it now, or at least for 2 days. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice, actually. It's very quiet. It's not in the city. Kind of give you an idea of rural living, and it's peaceful, and I think I'm enjoying it. So, future thinking is when I'm traveling around, I am considering what it would be like to live in these places. I see some other videos like Reset with Rob, who moved to a rural area outside of Karat. And Karat was on the place. I know he doesn't live in Karat, but from his videos, Karat's a city. So it's a pretty urban area. So he must live right outside Karat. And he has similar sceneries, and I like it. I think I enjoy it. And thanks, Rob, for introducing us to the area. And anyway, so it's pretty peaceful and quiet out here. But moving here, the benefits, I kind of try to think cons and pros and cons. Pros, for the budget, it would be extremely cheap. Even 7-Eleven, grilled cheese, 10 baht less than in Jomtien. So just the grilled cheese. Things at the 7-Eleven or the Big C and food stuff items. I don't know. I think Big C would probably be the same if you ask me. But anyways, you would think so with 7-Eleven, but maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that thought process. So anyways, some of the cons are, I can't think of any. It's other than it just being rural Thailand and not kind of like urban areas or being able to get into them. Khao Yai seems to have some urban areas, so probably dig in there and then, or Karat or something like that, and then, or Isaan, Udon Thani. Haven't been there yet. I think that's the largest city in the Isaan provinces or province. I'm not sure. It's kind of the thoughts I have on that. I'll keep you updated if we move. But right now, Toey and I are just relaxing and enjoying the day. We talk about Toey a little bit. The fun thing is it's a double-edged sword, and it can be fun, but also frustrating sometimes, is the communication. Not only are we dealing with different culture, she's dealing with me in a different culture. I'm dealing with her from a different culture. We make it work. It's not a big deal. If you just have to be patient. You have to be patient. Even more patient that she speaks more English than I speak Thai, that's for sure. But she's not well practiced in it. You can tell she's studied it. She's studied English. She has used English, but she just hadn't practiced it a lot. So, and my Thai is horrible. So we can get through the basic things of good morning, probably like 80% of the conversations, but it's that 20%. It's that 20% you want to pay attention to. And Google Translator is really good. It also, if you're, a Westerner like me or Farang, or, you have red hair or whatever, sometimes you're not as patient as a Thai person. In fact, I would go out on a limb and say we're not as patient as Thai people. We're probably a lot more serious than in general, just in general, not a stereotype. Everybody's different, but culturally, it's interesting. So the good thing about it is, the positive pro about it is that if I say something, she doesn't understand it, I don't have to deal with the fallout from it. If I say something out of frustration, no feelings are hurt. It doesn't mean I don't feel bad because I know what I did. But you get a mulligan to restate something, and she doesn't take it as a personal type attack as maybe some other people have, or I have. Someone say something to me, not just out of frustration, and it's kind of hard not to take things personal. But the cool thing is, she may have said things. I don't take it personal because I don't know what the hell she said. So anyways, that's what's good. Anyways, I'm tired. Toby had me out at coffee shops and cafes today, so I'm a little bit tired. I think we're going to stay. We're going to plan tomorrow. We're going back to Jom 10 tomorrow, but we're planning to stop somewheres and, some scenic place, cafe, park, something. Be during the day, and hopefully it doesn't rain too hard and we get back. The roads. Kind of split on the roads. I just drove over a brand new road and one of the most beautiful bridges I've ever spanned. It's a span bridge, like over Lake Pontchartrain, New Orleans. What do you call that? What kind of bridge? It was beautiful, beautiful bridge. Went through hills and no tunnel, but windmills out on the hill. It was beautiful. It was sunset. Toey got the video. I need to get her to share it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you have comments or suggestions or other places you think I may enjoy, please comment and leave it. And this is Greg in Thailand. So thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you're a subscriber. Thanks for viewing, and really appreciate the thumbs up if you give it. Thank you very much.